Welcome to another episode of Black Pack Homestead
Survival Edition. Today on this episode we're going to discuss Florence, and I think it's a good time for us to discuss why it's important to have these preparations in place. A lot of people don't take this kind of stuff seriously. If you're down by the coast, yeah, I urge you to kind of get out of there.
Head for high ground.
Do what you need to do. Don't hang around. It ain't worth your life, guys.
I mean, if you're on the coast of North Carolina, South Carolina, even the northern coast of Georgia at this point, you need to be knowing.
So we're just going to run you through a few things that you guys might want to, I would say stock up on, but yeah, stock up on some of these items. And it's always good to have on hand because you never know what's going to happen. It could be a hurricane, could be a blizzard, not that we have that this time of year, but
we can have them though.
Certain things happen, so oftentimes it's out of everybody's control and it'll catch you off guard, and it's better to have now than when it actually happens.
Yep.
I mean, go to grocery stores, guys. There ain't no milk, there ain't no bread. People are just hanging out in a hurricane,
yeah,
eating their bread and drinking their milk, I guess.
I just went to Walmart because we were out of coffee, and you know, we're like coffeeaholics, and that is just something in our house we cannot be out of. So I went to Walmart, there's all these people, the water is gone, they've got big pallets sitting out in the water aisle with all of these cases of water, and I'm like, I just need one jug because I already have 4. You know, so it's like, you know, and we're in the mountains, so, you know, we're in the mountains of North Carolina, and people here are getting ready for the power to go out. This is a big one, guys.
Yep, everybody's getting ready, and I urge you to do the same.
If you're in the path.
If you're in your path to this, if not, just, yeah, do it anyway, because it's good to have, guys.
You never know when a disaster is going to happen. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, here we don't usually have record snowfall. You know, we have 6-8 inches, but I remember the blizzard of '93. I was here. So yeah, you always need to be prepared. So let's show them some of our preparedness items.
Alright guys, we're going to kind of work our way from, I don't know if it's left or right for you guys. It'll probably be from left to right for you guys. So
yeah,
just to keep things in order, we'll do this in a method here. First things first, basic candles. Candles are great to have. You gotta, you know, they pretty much don't fail for you. They're good to have, guys. Always make sure to have your meds in place. If you got a med kit, that's fantastic. If not, get all that out. It's easier to find it now and have your stuff ready now than it is to do that when it's all said and done. It's hard to rummage around in the dark, so make sure to have all these things on hand. Yep. If you got prescription medicine, make sure to get it in advance. Candles. These headlamps are fantastic. They're LEDs. We use these all the time for the rabbits, and they're you know, no hands-on these things. You put them on your head, you walk around where you need to be. They're bright. They're super bright, guys. LEDs are great. They don't get hot. You don't have to worry about them burning you. Yeah, I mean, you can stick it up right up to your face. It won't burn you.
and they're really good on batteries.
And they're
too.
good on batteries. They're efficient. All these candles and stuff, make sure to have packs lighters. We always try and keep lighters on hand. You know, you never know when you're going to need them. But issue in redundancy, you might want to stock up on other things. Flints, maybe, magnifying glass. You know, redundancy is important.
Because a lotter can fail. Matches. We do have matches. I didn't put them on the table, but matches. We do have.
I'd tell you again, but it would be redundant. Okay. In the way of food, these MRIs are good. I know they're a little on the pricey side. These were a gift from my brother-in-law. Yeah, this one here is chicken, noodle, and vegetables. There were some beef taco, I believe, in there earlier that I was checking out. So these are really good to have. They last for a long time. They're, you know, this one here is Warfighter recommended, Warfighter tested, and Warfighter approved. So yeah, it's got to be good, guys. As we move along, like I said, redundancy. Flashlights are always good. Batteries. Always have a surplus of batteries. You may have different sizes. You might want to check that out. I don't know what yours takes. As we progress along, yeah, we have a good variety here. LED string lights that you get from the dollar store.
Yes.
Those were great. We had lost power one time previously. We got them set up throughout the house, but in the bathroom environment, they worked really well. We just strung them up, had no problems with it. Had plenty
Go to
of
the
light.
bathroom, didn't have to carry a flashlight in your mouth because that's before we had headlamps.
Phones. Charge your phone. Charge it. Because if things go wrong, you know what? You ain't going to be able to charge your phone.
Charger. Don't forget the charger. Have extra chargers. Charge everybody's phone at the same time. If
Now,
you can.
in the way of food supplies, you can always have your MRE type stuff, your canned foods. It's good to have a can opener, a manual can opener, even if it's a camping can opener that you could sit there and crank on. You need them. Gotta have them, guys.
Not everything has a pop top.
If you got pop top lids, that's easy and it's good to have. But for long-term storage, you might want to kind of avoid that one.
Yeah, you want to stick to this top.
You want a good can. Water. Essentials, if anything, guys, the most important thing to have is water. Water is always good. Unless you want to just stand out there and get blasted in the face by Hurricane Florence and open your mouth, it's probably not best. So
I have to interject about the water. If you do have a well, remember that the power goes out, you have no water. If you are on a municipal water system, you still have water, but that can fail too. We're on municipal water, so we do keep extra water on hand. But if you have a well, fill up your bathtub. Catch water in old milk jugs. I grew up with a well, man, hint of snow, hint of this kind of thing. My mom was like, fill up the bathtub! So we did.
yes.
That's all I have to say.
As we migrate across, storm lamps, guys. Gotta have your storm lamps. These are good, especially in the wintertime. They produce heat. You can cook over them if you do things right. You know, if you're able to rig things up and you're that ingenuitive, you can rig a couple cans over, make a little rocket furnace. Worst comes to worst, you can cook on that. But like I said, redundancy. It's good to have a couple of them set up all the time. Know where they're at, know where all your supplies are at. Have your good knife out.
Have kerosene.
Have
to
your
put in the
kerosene
lamp.
in your lamps. And trim your wicks, guys. Have your wicks trimmed.
Always keep your lamps trimmed and burning.
And anything else you can think of you might need, other than fill your gas tank and get it before everybody else does. Yep. And again, always have your medical kits ready. If you're any biotic ointments, gauzes, any of that stuff, it's good to have. Don't neglect that. It's important.
We even have bug bite stuff right now because it's still bug season around
It's
here.
bug season. And don't drink the water from the ground, guys. That's a terrible idea. If you're gonna drink it from the sky or drink it out of a safe source.
Catch it in a container.
If
Don't
you got to fill your tubs up, do it now. Do it now because it's easy to do it now when you can. Because once you have power and you're on a well, you ain't filling that tub. It's done.
And it's great to flush toilets with when
And
you're
it's
on
good
a
to
well.
flush toilets
you can
with.
have a That's what we used to do. We used to fill up the bathtub in the bathroom and have a 5-gallon bucket, and we would scoop the water out of the bathtub and pour it down the toilet to flush the toilet. Because during the blizzard, we had 2 little boys under 7 and 6 adults in my parents' house. We had no power for almost 2 weeks. So yeah, that came in handy. Flushing toilets gets bad in there. Or you start using a 5-gallon bucket, which we eventually did and dumped it outside.
Keep your windows cracked a little bit, guys. I'm telling you, if you ain't taping your windows a little bit, keep them cracked. You don't want that low pressure doing some damage to your windows there. So.
And that's if you're on the coast.
Yes, and that's on the coast. Is there anything else you can think about, honey?
Oh, radio. You need a radio.
Yep, gotta have a radio.
You need to have a radio. This is an old boom box, but it still works. It's good. It's battery powered. So make sure you have a radio so you can listen to all the weather reports. And because you're not going to have power, it would be great to have just to listen to music, you know? But another point I have to make about when the power goes out, if you have kids, we don't have kids, but if you have kids and they are really into their tablets and their phones and their video games and all that stuff, well, guess what? Power goes out, your kid's gonna drive you crazy.
Yeah.
So I suggest building tent forts, playing board games, making up games. I mean, we used to sit in the den in front of the fire when the power was off, and we would see how many times we could pass the ball across the room. I mean, you know, it was ridiculous. Make up your game. Spend quality time while the power's out. I used to love it when the power went out when I was a kid because it was my whole family down around the fire, and we played games, and Mama would read to us, and it's some of my favorite memories. So just entertain your children the way we used to play, and they will have great memories from it. Any other tips for when the power goes out? Dog food. If you have dogs, make sure you have dog food. If you have livestock, make sure you have their hay, their feed. Our rabbits, depending on where the storm hits, the rabbits will come inside and we will put them in our dog crates. But you know, we're not sure where it's going to hit yet, so you know, we have to wait and see what happens kind of thing. If we get really sustained high winds, it'll blow them right off the T-posts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
those guys will probably come in if it gets pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I expect it to get bad. You always expect, guys, prepare for the worst and pray for the best. That's
brother.
the way it works. So
that's right.
If you're in one of those cities that allows for firearms, you might want to keep one around. You know, you never know when things could happen, you know. And
yeah, power goes out, people go crazy.
there's a lot of looters out there, but I urge you not to come to my place, I can tell you that.
That's
so.
right.
That's a bad idea.
You won't like what meets you, but
Yeah, you won't like that at all. But yeah, guys, I just urge you all to be safe and think about what you're doing and be prepared. I mean, you know, an ounce of preparedness is worth a pound of cure,
an ounce
I guess.
of it's Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. Well, what does he know? He had syphilis. Come on, guys.
Oh my Lord! Don't say that. No, it is a pound of prevention I mean, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Yeah, yeah. You know it.
Benjamin
You know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me twice.
Well, you ain't fooling me twice.
If you don't get that, just Google it. It'll pop up.
Yeah, believe me, if you're old enough, you'll know what that means.
Yeah, and if not, Google it. I promise you'll laugh your head off.
Oh God! All right, y'all. I urge you to be safe and love your fellow man, and watch his back, guys. Be a good brother to him. That's what God wants you to do.
That's right.
So, thank you for watching another episode of Black Pack Survival Edition. If there's any questions or anything you need to know, you know, leave comments. We love comments. We love when you guys hit the like and subscribe button. We need it desperately, guys. We try and run a good show, and we do it for you guys. So. And
don't forget to click the notification bell. That way you'll know every time we upload a new video.
Yeah. All right, y'all. God bless, and be safe.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time at the Black Pack Homestead. Bye-bye.